Well, welcome, folks, to this edition of Your Questions Answered. Now, I saw this question on Facebook from our Muslim friends, and I think I'm going to see a repeat of it because Muslims do love asking questions, and they think that they can stump us by the questions they ask. Now, again, and I'm going to repeat this because I think it's so important in understanding Islam. If you want to understand Islam, you have to understand that Islam is nothing more than a polemic against Christianity. It's the only reason that these individuals come on Facebook or or make YouTube videos or engage in any type of social media. I don't really believe this individual really wants an answer, but I do think occasionally some of these questions do need to be answered. So let's look at the question, shall we? And we will attempt to answer it. So here we have something from the Bible, and again, it's an attack on the Word of God. And in 2 Kings, we read that Azariah was 22 years old when he became king. Yet in 2 Chronicles we read that he was 42 years old. Well, first of all, now that seems like a real real problem for us, doesn't it? Well, man, because there's a 20-year difference in it, and it's one of these type of questions. It's sort of a gotcha question. But can we answer the question? And it's quite the simple answer is just a scribal error, that a scribe, made a mistake, because we have to understand that this is being translated from the Masoretic text into the English. And it's certainly not a problem with the translation, but because I do believe that Masoretic text does say 22 years in 2 Kings and 42 years in 1 Kings. And again, it would seem, at least on the surface, that it is a contradiction. Can we really answer it? And the answer is yes. It's not actually all that hard if you do just a little bit of research. And I went and looked, and here we go. If we look at the Septuagint, which is actually an earlier text than the Masoretic text by probably 1,000 years, and so the Masoretic or the Septuagint was penned about or put together about even before the time of Christ, under Alexander the Great. And here we go. Azariah, the Greek there is a bit difficult for me to pronounce, says that in 2 Chronicles that he was 22 years old. And so in the Septuagint we have 22 years old. And he reigned 1 year in Jerusalem. And his mother's name was Gothaliah, and the daughter of Ambriah. And if we go to 2 Kings, and we see that they are the same age. And again, I don't mind taking the time to answering some of these questions, but I hope the individual, when he sees this, if he sees this post, will take the time to actually, take the time to watch the video and respond. But, it's my experience from the past has been very often these individuals are not really interested in an answer, but we will give it a try. Now, I've answered your question, maybe you can answer mine, and that is, because it's fair, right? If you get to ask me questions, maybe I can get to ask you questions. Can you give me any evidence from the Torah and from history that Muhammad was a descendant of Ishmael? And can you show me any place in the Torah where Ishmael was ever in Mecca? Okay, thanks for watching. You all have a great day, and may God bless.